Without a doubt, this is easily one of my most anticipated releases for 2024, and it was rumored that it was definitely going to come out before the year was over, and Hot Toys delivered, and we now are looking at the photos for the modern suit Michael Keaton Batman from the Flash movie. And I think this is one that a lot of people were the thing about Batman is that there's so many of them, and we have technically now all three versions on the market: the 89 2.0, the 1992 Batman, and now we have the modern suit. So for me, if I had to really take a stab at it, I would argue and say this is probably the peak version, if not maybe the 92 2.0. This here we are getting the old man Keaton sculpt, which I think was executed really, really well. I have personally seen, from what I see here, no issues with the sculpt itself. I know there's other people out there that obviously are going to make their remarks, but I don't see any issues with the sculpt. These photos are really awesome. They're badass. They gave us quite a bunch of photos. I think we had like over 40 photos to look at from various bloggers, just giving you all versions. And the one thing about this, obviously the suit itself is a little bit different. It's definitely an updated version. The way the cape drapes, things like that. So there is going to be differences to it compared to the 89 and the 92. The cape here, it doesn't drape forward on him, if that makes sense. It more or less rolls off the shoulders. And so I'm interested to see what that cape looks like in person. And then also, obviously, the cowl. I mean, the face plates alone, I think they look spectacular. I think that this overall delivered basically from what the prototypes were. From what I see, I don't see any major drop off that would have any concern for me. I'm really, really, really excited about this. I'm actually tempted to pick up another one to have the one with the cowl and then one with the Keaton head sculpt on it. I already reached out to Jeremy Casa, and I have one shipping out in another day or so. So I should have this in my possession, hopefully within, by next week, to be able to do a review and compare this to the other Keaton figures that we have. I do have the 89 2.0, the 1992, and then now we have the modern suit. So I have all three incarnations of Keaton. So obviously I say it over and over and again, Keaton's the GOAT. So I get anything that's Keaton, sometimes even double up. But I think that these photos, they really just show so much for this figure. Now, obviously, I am concerned about the articulation on this. It is supposedly supposed to have new technology in the suit to be able to give it a little more flexibility. Do I trust it? No. The base looks badass. I love the light up base. It's similar to the base that was used on the Iron Man Mark II, if anyone has that one. But I love the big bat symbol in the center, and other figures from the Flash are adopting that's kind of like the base that's being used for all the Flash line of figures. And so it was expected that I think the Flash was going to start dumping in terms of the figures for release. We have already the Ben Affleck Bat and Cycle. We have now the modern suit. Now and also Supergirl was announced as well for release. So really, we're only waiting on the actual Flash himself, I believe, because obviously the young Flash was canceled, unfortunately. But I think for many, this is definitely one that will get a lot of people excited. I don't think everybody, like so with Keaton, or when you have multiple versions, how many people are really going to go after all versions? But I think this one really has a lot to offer. This is, like I said, you get the older head sculpt, and I think the suit looks awesome. I like everything about it. The wired cape. I really like what I'm seeing here with the photos. So I'm personally really, really, really excited about this piece, and I really can't wait to get this in my collection and do some awesome photography and stuff like that with it. I'm trying to think outside the box. Like even here with the Batmobile, like that looks badass. And then the wingspan. I'm just really interested to see how all of this stuff works. The one thing about this as well is that, I call it the Bat Bib, because, this is the first time where we actually see Keaton with no cowl on. And normally from the previous movies, the bat emblem is attached to the cowl. But in this case, I guess they wanted, for visual aspect, for him to be able to not have the cowl on, but also be able to show the bat emblem. So the bat emblem looks like right here, it looks like it sits, like I call it the bib. It looks like a piece that wraps around his neck, and then the cowl attaches to it. So it gives you that ability to show the Keaton sculpt, but also the emblem on the chest. Otherwise, it would just be a black suit. So that's interesting. It looks like he has beefed up shoulder pads. The design of the suit itself is, some people are going to love it. Some people are not going to like it. I probably wish that the belt was maybe a little yellow, a little more callback. But, this suit grew on me over time. Initially, I didn't really like it, but it really did grow on me. It's more of a take on an updated 92. And so I'm really excited to get this in hand and really just check it out. And there's a lot of exploring because, like I said, this is a new suit for many collectors. Like, even for me, it's a new suit. So it's like you're also exploring what the suit can do and actually getting it in hand to see it. So I'm really excited about it. I really am. But guys, let me know what your thoughts are below. If you're picking this up, are you excited for it? It kind of sucks because I released my videos for like my top 10 figures of the year, and I don't want to be too forward, but this would probably arguably fit into that top 10 if I had waited and done that video a little bit later. This one probably would have snuck in because it looks like it's packed with so much stuff. But nonetheless, it is what it is. So be on the lookout. Definitely subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification. I should, like I said, be having this figure in hand probably by next week, so I can do a review on it. So I'll have some time for New Year's to be able to actually film this thing and put up a review for you guys and a comparison to the other figures. So like I said, let me know what your thoughts are below. Drop a like on this video. Please consider subscribing if you enjoy this content. And until then, this is Mr. Mom Collectibles saying take care, and I will see you guys in the next video.